Welcome to California, the state where the sun truly shines. And even though San Francisco can have its cloudy days, for the British entrepreneurs making their fortunes here, it's blue sky all the way. Our first appointment was downtown at a reception for entrepreneurs, hosted by UK Trade and Invest.
Hey, welcome.
The room was packed, wall to wall with exciting Silicon Valley businesses. And what's more, most of them were British. The first person I caught up with was British Consul General Priya Guha.
There is just such a great range of British entrepreneurs who are living, working in the Valley, and I think what people are really excited about is what the UK has to offer.
Now, you've swapped life from Bermondsey to the Bay. You've moved over here full time. What's it like? What's the difference between Britain and the States, or particularly this part of the States and the Britain you left behind?
I think that traditionally there's been a culture over here of, don't worry about failing. If you fail, you pick yourself up quickly and you try again, and you keep trying until something works.
Another Brit who's made history here in San Francisco is Michael Birch. Founder of Bebo, the social networking site. He sold it for $850 million to AOL. Now, he set his sights on building a new home for creativity and entrepreneurs. He's built this place, The Battery. 58,000 square feet of private club splendor in the heart of the city. This whole place is extraordinary. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. When did you come up with the idea?
It was kind of a somewhat weird follow-on from social networking to do in the real world
networking.
On really a much smaller scale.
From the penthouse sky bar, we moved down to a quintessentially famous British export, the pub. And what better place to meet two more highly successful English entrepreneurs? David Richards is the CEO and president of big data sensation WANdisco. New kid on the block John Reynolds, co-founder SwiftKey, the technology powering Samsung's S4 keyboards. David, I mean, you talked about the fact that you were going to get here no matter what. I mean, this was always an objective. Why? What drew you here?
Things were possible here that were not possible anywhere else. I remember picking up, I was living in North London at the time. I went to the local newsagents, picked up a newspaper, and it was all about the Yahoo IPO. And you simply had to be here. You couldn't do it anywhere else. This is where venture capital actually lives and breathes and funds those early stage businesses.
Explosive growth is why you're here, I guess, in some respects.
I think there's a kind of can-do attitude over here. You could have a conversation downstairs in the Battery here with somebody and say, let's go out and create, one of the top 10 software companies in the world. I don't think that you'd see that conversation happen in the UK.
And I think a lot of things in the UK kind of follow what happens in America. I mean, in America, you can have the craziest idea in the world and keep a perfectly straight face whilst having a conversation about it. And no one makes fun of you. And they're like, oh yeah, that could work, couldn't it?
What can you learn here that you can't learn in Britain?
It feels like the ideas are happening out here. Now, it doesn't mean that great ideas aren't happening in Europe or in the UK, but more of them right now are coming out here. So I think often by being out here, you may hear of something 6 months or a year earlier than you would do back in London.
If you were to try and sort of put your finger on why it's great, what's the magic that's here?
I think partly it's just a chicken and egg thing. I mean, it's because it's all here. It's where, to your point, everyone comes here.
I think there's probably 10 times more of everything out here.
This is a place where the future is being created right now, where British entrepreneurs are recast with a sense of limitless potential. Many of the world's most talented really have found their hearts in San Francisco.